Hi, Hal here with more Space Engineers. And today, I want to talk to you about some longer term plans. So we've been up to a few things off camera. We'll go over that, talk about the plans. I'll let you know ahead of time, this is probably going to be a shorter than normal episode, but we'll see how everything plays out. But first, we have to get started. So let's go. So happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. If you are in the U.S. and happen to have today, or one of the really fortunate and have the entire week off, well, happy holiday. To everyone else, happy Monday. All right, so what we have here is a little ship thing that I built because I'm trying to decide, and I want to get your community's feedback on this. And so I'm going to talk about what we've got planned. So I'm not sure if I want to do this as this new series as a standalone playthrough, like just a normal let's play style play, where we go through, achieve a couple of things, achieve a couple of more things, and then we eventually end up wrapping it up once we achieve whatever the big goal is. Or if I want to do this as a type of, I guess you say, in-character, like RP session thing. I forgot those are turned on. This might be painful. No? Okay. Close, but no cigar. Awesome. So yeah, basically, I'm trying to figure out, because when I started building this particular save out, I had started thinking about doing it as an in-character story progression kind of thing. So I'm not sure I want to do a full-on in-character story. I know if I ask you guys, you're all going to say, well, Hal, do what you want to do. It's like, it's not that I don't want to do it. I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to do it right now? So, but yeah, so I ended up spending I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 hours building working on the ship here. Let me see, do I have tanks? Yes, I have bottles. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab 2 of those. Simply because we can. Alright. And so, yeah, basically I'm trying to figure out, is it something I want to do right now, or do I want to save the story that I've started outlining? And I do have probably, I don't know, maybe somewhere between 30 and 50%. I'm not quite sure exactly how much I've got done. But if we do it as let me walk that back for a second. If we do this as either a standalone story, or I should say an in-character story, or a normal playthrough, we're going to be using the Ursa mod, which, if you haven't seen me talk about this, or you haven't seen it on the workshop, basically it's a mod that adds skill trees to the game. And I do have one additional mod added, which is this one, which adds the jury-rigged refineries and assemblers. And what that is basically what you get on the box. These are, as you can tell, ridiculously cheap to craft, but they cannot be tied into conveyor systems, so you have to manually load and unload and transfer things around. And they are extremely inefficient. The jury assembler takes a while. I mean, it really is a survival assembler. And then the jury refinery is ridiculously inefficient for the amount of power that you burn using it. and the amount of resource it takes to process the materials. Now, they are, to be fair, done that way intentionally, and they are also small grid, which is the other factor you have to deal with in them. But yeah, so that's, like I said, we've got ideas. We've got ideas. Now, for the Ursa mod specifically, that introduces 2 new items. It's the research lab and the data storage. If you are interested in the mod, I will have a link to it in the description below. It is not a friendly script to set up or a friendly system to set up. It's not difficult, but you do have to do more than subscribe, restart the game. There are 3 files or 3 items that you have to subscribe to when you're building out your save, and you're doing your new game setup. Those mods have to be in a specific order. You jump into the game, you jump out of the game, save changes. Then you have to go into the roaming folder in Windows for the save that you just left. And then there is a file that you will need to pull off of one of the links in the, I think it's the primary Ursa workshop page. There's a link to it. And that file has to be dropped into a specific folder within the roaming save folder. It's not hard. It's not difficult to do. It's just time consuming, and if you're not comfortable navigating through the file structure, you may run into some problems. But otherwise, so yeah. I think that is pretty much what I wanted to talk about. Like I said, we do have the ability to do either a standard playthrough or storyline style playthrough. Could even do a hybrid system, something kind of like with Captain Shack and Wasted Space and those guys were doing for their last playthrough when they were doing a multiplayer playthrough. They were live streaming it, and they were in character somewhat, so they were themselves as their characters, if that makes sense. And I'm thinking I'd probably take that approach to it. That way, you know, I can make pop culture references and not break immersion, but at the same time, you know, change it up a little bit. Alright, where are they at? There they are. So it looks like the rest of them may have impacted on the other side? No. They just haven't all spawned yet. Okay. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think. You know, we've got the comment section. Go ahead and drop them into the comments. If you have any ideas, suggestions, whatever, that's what they're there for. I do think we're going to go ahead and call this one here. That is ice, right? Yes, that is just ice. Okay. So yeah, if you like the idea, you like the concept, throw a like up on this video. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And like I said, if you have any feedback or suggestions on which way we should take the storyline for this thing, leave that down in the section below. If you want to be kept up to date when we actually start producing these videos later this week, oh, make sure you ring that bell. So yeah. And then just to give a little bit more of an idea, no matter which way we do it, there will be some form of audience participation involved. This could be things like providing feedback on decisions, like my character may come to a choice, and we'll have a poll that will basically be 2 videos out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record up to major choice, then we'll probably have like a build video while I'm working on something. The poll will run after that video is done. The poll closes, and then the following video will be the results of the poll. All right. So I know that was probably as clear as mud, but we'll work through it as we go. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you have a fantastic day and that the rest of your week only gets better. And as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. All right, so now we need to get parts. We need to get lots of parts.